Okay, 7.5D, and this is going to be hopefully a shorter video because we're just doing one example here, but I wanted to have a little bit more time than what I had allotted in the last video. So, a bank lends $285,000 to a development company to purchase 3 properties. Okay, so we're going to buy 3 pieces of property, X, Y, and Z. And the total cost of those is $285,000. Okay, so there's one equation. One of the properties costs $45,000 more than the other. Doesn't matter which one, but let's say that one of the properties costs $45,000 more than Y. Okay? And the third, so Z, the third property, costs twice the sum of the other 2. Okay, so there's my 3 equations. So I'm going to go ahead and do the work on a couple of these and simplify. This one I can't. This is all just going to stay the way it is. And this next one, we're going to change it to X minus Y equals 45,000. And the bottom one, we're going to change to Z. Well, in fact, now let's change this to Z equals 2X plus 2Y. And we're going to put all of this on one side of the equation. So 2X plus 2Y minus Z equals 0. There's nothing over there. Okay, so we moved our Z over and left us nothing on that other side there. All right, so we have that. That gives us the determinant of the coefficients, which is going to look like this: 1, 1, 1, 1, negative 1, 0, 2, 2, negative 1. Okay, I got those numbers from 1, 1, 1, 1, negative 1, 0, 2, 2, negative 1. That's where that came from. All right, I can pretty much get rid of everything except this here, except I am going to need these numbers here when I find my d of x and d of y and d of z. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is find d. And when you find d, you're going to use this here, and you are going to do all the work and get 6. All right, d of x. What you're going to do for d of x is you're going to write your determinant. And remember, the x column, the first column, is going to have my numbers here. And then it's going to have my y, or my second column, which is my y column, and then my z column. Okay? And then I'm going to find the determinants for all of that. Okay, then I'm going to, in fact, let's make my d of y, and that is going to be, that's going to be left alone. And in place of my y, my zeros aren't zeroing very well, and then my z will stay the same. Okay, so that's my d of y. All right, and then finally my d of z will be, my x column stays good, my y column stays good, and my z column has these numbers. Like that. Okay? Then I go ahead and find the determinants, and I get for my d of x I end up with 420,000. My dy is going to be 150,000. And my dz is going to be 1,140,000. So in order for me then to find my x is going to be that, which is 420,000 over 6. There's my 6 up there. And my my y is going to be whatever my y value was over 6. And my z is going to be my z value, which in this case is that, over 6. So you're going to divide those out and you'll get your answers there. Okay, so when you're doing these, if you run into some where your d value right here turns into a 0, okay? And let's say that one of the numerators, doesn't matter which one of the numerators or two of them, or even three of them, is 0. Or I'm sorry, it is not 0. Then there's no solution. So let's say you're doing these and you get a 0 for your d, but maybe your d of x is 6. If you run into that, then you just stop there. There's no solution to this. Just stop. You don't even have to figure out what d of y is or z or whatever. All right, if your d is 0 and your d of x is 0, your d of y is 0, and your d of z is 0. Okay, so let's say that all three of those are 0. So you get this for your x, y, z. That means there's an infinite number of solutions, okay? And we don't even want to go into that, okay? So anyway, that is 7.5D. Only lasted 7.5 minutes, but did want to go over that example with you.